Everyone, this is a special episode of getting bullied because of his little space in school, as you all wanted. I hope you will love it. Jungkook didn't really know what to do with himself. It was summer vacation and he had to. So school work left. Jungkook is also doing a part-time job, but for some days the cafe was closed because the owner of the cafe went on a vacation, and he can't trust anyone enough to give full access of his cafe to his employees today. And for the past 5 days, Jungkook has had no work to do, but Jungkook was grateful for the time off he would been given. It allowed him time to spend with his little boyfriend Taehyung. Yeah, Taekook is in relationship now. After that day in school, they started coming close, and it has been 2 months they started dating as they live together. Taehyung had Taehyung had loved it too. Spending time with Jungkook, he still did, but Jungkook noticed he had been locking himself away in his bedroom a lot more often after meeting with other little Jimin. Jimin is a new student in school and he is a little too. His and Yoongi are dating as Taekook. No, Jungkook didn't mind that Taehyung wasn't spending as much time with him since the younger was a student too and has assignment and essays to do as summer vacation homework. They hadn't done with his homework, also learning English from online class. But Jungkook missed his boyfriend despite spending so much time with him over the past 5 days. Plus, Jungkook was in his own bedroom. Plus, Taehyung was in his own bedroom, the one he only used when he was little, which led Jungkook to believe Taehyung was in little space without him. That wasn't so necessary since Taehyung was a rather independent little, but Jungkook was still worried for his little baby. Deciding to go and check upon his baby, Jungkook stood from his couch and made his way to Taehyung's room. Knocking on the door softly, he opened it ajar to see Taehyung suddenly moved to cover up whatever he was doing on the floor. Cheeks and tip of his ears red. "Baby, what are you doing?" Jungkook asked, and Taehyung whimpered, "Nothing, Daddy." They lied. It was so obvious, and Jungkook raised an eyebrow at him. "Come on, baby, we don't lie now, do we?" Jungkook asked rhetorically, and Taehyung shook his head. "Let me see what you are doing, bub." Jungkook's tone was authoritative, and Taehyung knew better than to disobey his boyfriend. Going on inside of his cheek, Taehyung moved away from the piece of paper he was trying to cover, looking down at his hands nervously as Jungkook cooked. Taehyung moved away from the piece of paper he was trying to cover, looking down at his hands nervously as Jungkook cocked his head to the side to read what they had written. Across the top of the A3 sheet were the words "Thethe's Rules" written in pink felt tip. Jungkook raised an eyebrow in confusion before sitting down next to Taehyung. What is this for, baby boy?" he asked, tone softer as now he had seen that what Taehyung was doing wasn't naughty. "Rules, Daddy," Taehyung answered. "Thethe needs them." "Why does Thethe need them, baby?" Jungkook asked, fearing he already knew the answer. Jungkook had spoken to his friend Yoongi a few times about rules after becoming Thethe's caregiver. The cat eyes boy, stating he didn't believe Taehyung needed them since Thethe was so good, and Yoongi's Little Jimin, however, was the complete opposite of Taehyung. He misbehaved a lot all the time and always broke rules, yet Yoongi managed to deal with him just fine. Yoongi didn't think Jimin misbehaved on purpose, but he was always known for being a bad influence on Taehyung. Jungkook feared this had something to do with Jimin as they just met last week, and after that they start behaving different. Minnie said I should have them. Taehyung answered, and Jungkook's fear were confirmed. He he said that Yoongi gave him spankers sometime, and that it's fun, Daddy. Jungkook were going to kill Jimin or Yoongi or both of them. Jungkook cleared his throat awkwardly, pulling Taehyung on his lap so he wouldn't have to look at his baby's face when he exclaimed to him what Jimin meant. Jungkook started. What Minnie was talking about was a different type of punishment, a big boy punishment where you wouldn't like spankers, baby. I know you wouldn't, and you are always such a good boy for Daddy that he never once thought of punishing his baby. So you understand, Princess? Taehyung nodded and Jungkook leaned down to kiss him on his lips. Goodbye. Even Yeonhyun said he doesn't think you would need rules because you are that good. Okay, baby. The Burnett reassured and Taehyung made a small noise of confirmation. Can we go to see Yeonhyun and Minnie tomorrow, Daddy, please? Taehyung asked, looking up and over his shoulder at Jungkook. Of course, honey, the other answered. I'm sure Yeonhyun would love to someone to play with Minnie instead of him for a change. Jungkook decided not to ring Yoongi's beforehand, explain how he would coming over. He figured Yoongi would be too busy trying to tend to Jimin to actually answer the phone, and besides, it's not like Yoongi never showed up at Jungkook's house unannounced. Knocking on the door, Jungkook let Taehyung's smaller hand crawl around his wrist while the two waited for Yoongi to answer the door. Neither of them was surprised to see Jimin answer instead of Yoongi, followed by Yoongi grabbed the boy by the hem of his t-shirt before he had the chance to run off. Minnie, how many times have I told you to never answer the door when you are a little? The cat boy tried to reprimand, but Jimin wiggled out of his grip and ran away while giggling. Standing up, Yoongi sighed before turning to the two standing at the door. Oh, hi guys. Hi Yoongi, Jungkook scoffed. You are really losing your touch, Hyung. Shut up, I'm getting old. Yoongi scolded, shifting his attention from Jungkook to Taehyung. Hi, sweetie. Hello, Hyung. Taehyung greeted shyly and as much as he wanted, and Yoongi quit. Why can't Jimin be like you? Yoongi whined as he wants Jimin to behave. He also loves his mini boy as Jimin is, so it was more like a joke, and Taehyung blushed. Anyway, what brings you to here unannounced? Might I added. We figured you might need some rest from Jimin for a few hours, Jungkook shrugged, but if you are so bothered about us coming unannounced, we can go back home, can't we, Tete? Please don't go, Yoongi begged, and Taehyung nodded, letting go of Jungkook's reach to step into house. Tete, Jimin squealed when he saw the boy attacking him into a tight hug and almost sent Taehyung to the ground. Hey, Minnie, be gentle with him, Yoongi scolded Jimin. He's not indestructible. Well, like you, Jimin stuck his tongue out at Yoongi and grabbed Taehyung's wrist, tucking him up the stairs with him and onto the bedroom route. Yoongi muttered to himself, suddenly turning to Jungkook like nothing had happened. Can I get you something? Tea, coffee, alcohol? I'm driving, you idiot Hyung. Yoongi Jungkook scoffed and Yoongi groaned out loud. Meanwhile, upstairs in Jimin's bedroom, the Burnett was already interrogating his red-headed friend on why he is so sad. Why does Tete look so sad? Jimin asked, cocking his head to the side. Tete never said. Then Jimin asked further. Daddy wouldn't give me rules, Minnie, the little confessed with a sigh. I tried teaching him and he still wouldn't give me them. Tete, if you want something, then you have to take it, Jimin explained. If your dada wouldn't give you rules, then make him give you rules, Jimin said again. How do I do that? Taehyung asked nervously. Look up at Jimin, who was now standing up. You throw a tantrum, Jimin suggested. I do those all the time when I want daddy to notice me, and it worked most of the time. I never done that before, Minnie, Taehyung admitted, and Jimin sat back down in front of him, gripping his shoulder tightly. It is super easy, the Burnett reassured. You just have to cry and scream and storm about. Taehyung thought about it, and for a moment he would never misbehave on purpose. But if he did, then maybe Jungkook would see that they did need rules. He would already tried being nice and asked politely, and if that didn't work, then misbehaving had to. Baby daddy going to work now. Baby daddy is going to work now. Jungkook called from living room and Taehyung jumped up from his bedroom floor. Will you be okay? Jungkook asked as he was going back to his part-time work. As the owner is back, Taehyung took a deep breath and left his bedroom, finding Jungkook standing in the hallway putting his shoes on. When Jungkook noticed him, he turned to smile at him warmly. Hi baby, he greeted softly. Dada is going to work now, okay? No, Taehyung replied firmly. Jungkook's smile faded, replaced with a look of confusion. No, he asked, sounding genuinely confused instead of angry. For now. No, Taehyung repeated, louder this time as he stamped his foot down on the floor. Dada, stay here with me. Baby, you know Dada can't do that, Jungkook replied sadly, but when Daddy gets back, we can do whatever my baby boy wants, okay? Tears bubbled in Taehyung's eyes, once on because his plan wasn't working and Jungkook wasn't angry with him yet, and two because he genuinely don't want Jungkook to leave him today, not when he was so confused. No, Tae cried, stomping his feet even harder on the laminate floor. Dada, stay, baby, Jungkook began in a warning tone, and Taehyung cut him off with a loud scream. The sound made Jungkook flinch, and once Tae let it out, Taehyung immediately wanted to take it back. It sounds foreign, and it felt weird on his tongue, and Taehyung didn't like it. He wanted to take it back. Daddy, sorry. Taehyung started to apologize, shaking, but Jungkook cut him off by dropping his back onto the floor. Come here, the older instructor, and Taehyung shook his head lightly, terrified. Now, Jungkook got angry. Taehyung then did as he was told. beginning to cry even harder at the sight of his dada so angry. Jungkook looked at Taehyung for a moment, his expression unreadable, before he grabbed Taehyung's wrist tightly, dragging him into kitchen. You are going to sit here until Yoongi comes over in about 20 minutes. Do you understand, Tete? Jungkook explained, and Taehyung started to cry harder. Don't you dare to move or think about crying harder, Tete. Taehyung tried to contain his sobs, but he was failing miserably now, coughing with the effort he had put on to containing himself. Jungkook couldn't stand seeing his baby like this and broke immediately. Baby, Tete, baby. He changed softly, turning Taehyung around in his arm and hugging him tightly. God, Dada is so sorry, baby. Jungkook obliged. Taehyung immediately hugged him back, crying so hard Jungkook thought he would broken him. I'm sorry, Dada. The redhead cried, and Jungkook rubbed his back in an attempt to soothe him. I don't want rules anymore, Dada. I'm sorry. Baby, calm down. It's okay, Jungkook reassured, feeling himself about to cry. Dada really does have to go, though. Okay, baby. But Dada promised, Pinky promised that when he get home, we will get you some rules as you badly want it. Okay, baby? Yoonhyung will be here soon. Taehyung nodded sadly, breaking away from Jungkook reluctantly to wipe his eyes. You are my goodbye, yeah, baby? Jungkook sniffed, feeling the tears in his eyes boiled over too at the sight of his baby's red and teary face. I love you so much, okay? Taehyung nodded again. I love you too, Dada. When Jungkook came back, he made Tete sit with him. Okay, Tete, here are some rules for you as you want them. Number 1, no shouting. Number 2, no crossword. And number 3, no talk back. And here are your punishment. 1, timeout. Number 2, no cuddles. And number 3, no kisses. And here is your punishment if you being a good boy. Number 1, more we time. Number 2, more cuddles and kisses. Number 3, more ice cream. Are you happy with this? Yep, I'm happy. Dada is best, Tete said and kissed his boyfriend on his lips. Dada, Tete want cuddle, Taehyung said to Jungkook, looking at him with his doughy eyes. Okay, baby, let's go to cuddle. Jungkook picked his baby up and walked to his room to cuddle with him. Taehyung was happy, finally he got what he wanted. The end. So everyone, as the first episode of this the little space was more of about school bullying and big space of Taehyung. So I thought about working on his little side more, and that is why I more focus on his little side. I hope you will love it, and whatever you feel about the story, tell me in the comment section. I hope you all are satisfied now with this special episode because you wanted it. So yeah, comment it down. See you again with another episode, with another Taekook concert. Till then, take care, say bye bye.